Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a review on the Huda Beauty Texture Shadows palette in rose gold, which looks like this. This is the packaging. I don't even know if I have the outer case anymore, but this is what the palette looks like. You have 18 shades of foiled shadows, mostly rose gold. You get a few pearlized shades and you get a good assortment of matte shades. This costs $65 on the Huda Beauty website and Sephora's website. So I purchased this with the first or second release before they even released on Sephora's website. So I've had this for a long time. I've had it since October. I just haven't really had time to sit down and film this review and do a really dramatic enough look with this palette because I'm always, hi. Have you met my doggy? I don't think you've met my doggy. If you don't have me on Instagram or on Snapchat, then you probably haven't met her yet. Hello to Foxy. She is a Pomeranian. She's turning 6 months old in a little bit. And we have also had her since October. So she's still in the potty training phases. And it's a lot of work, but she is so worth it. She's so adorable. If I put my face next to her, she's gonna lick it. But yeah, so this palette costs $65 from Huda Beauty's website, as well as from Sephora. I know that it was already restocked on the Huda Beauty website, but as far as I know, I'm not sure if they'll be restocking it on Sephora yet. So I will say up front that my favorite shadows from this palette would be Sandalwood, Henna, and Truffle. These are my most used shadows. I do use black truffle every so often, as well as Coco right here. So the performance of these shadows, they perform extremely well. It is very pigmented, but it is not like bam, like I applied too much, like oh no, how am I gonna take this off type of pigmented. It is very buildable and it is pigmented enough upon application. I feel like in this sense, I won't end up messing up as easily. I'm able to control how my shadows look a lot more because of the way this is formulated. Some people might think that it's kind of chalky or not pigmented enough, but I think there's a lot of control with this shadow formulation. Of course, with foiled shadows, they do run on the oilier side because of the nature of the product. So if you have extremely oily lids, then they might not be ideal for you. The pressed pearls Moondust right here is my absolute favorite because it is a beautiful tear duct highlight, brow bone highlight, and it's just this really beautiful soft cream color, and it has a slight gold undertone to it. It has gold accents to it. This palette wears really well on the lids. There's minimal creasing, if any at all. It does, even when you don't wear primer, I primer underneath, it wears beautifully throughout the day. It doesn't crease on your eyes and look weird. It doesn't fade either. It's very long lasting. So I have to say that I am very impressed with these. The one thing about the foil shadows though is that, as I said, they run on the oily side because of the nature of the product. I think it was the second time I used this. It was running a little dry, so I had to drop in the drop of facial oil, and then that really helped to revive it. Since then I haven't had to, which is good. But that initial time where I did have to, I was just kind of why? I just bought this. Why do I already have to drop oil in this? But other than that, I have to say the performance of these shadows is really good. As said, one of the cons to this is the $65 price tag. For 18 shadows, that is kind of, expensive, and it is her first palette, so people don't really know what to expect. There have been really mixed reviews about it, is it really worth $65? Some people, they end up with bad palettes, and then I just don't know. Or their expectations were a little bit different from mine, which I wasn't really sure what to expect. It just looked like I had to have it. $65 is kind of expensive for this. If you are torn on getting this, I say get it. It's limited edition. It is gorgeous and you're gonna love it. If you ask me if it's worth $65, I would say I don't regret spending the $65 because I do use this palette and the foil shadows in them are beautiful. I cannot say with confidence that, oh my gosh, you absolutely need it. But if you are wanting to take the plunge and buy it, then I recommend you go ahead and do it because it is a really nice palette. If you're kind of just like, do I really need it? And I'm gonna say, well, you know, if you have things similar, then no, you don't need to spend the money. So I am kind of like half and half on it. I do use it nearly every day and I do really love the palette, but if you don't want to spend $65 or if you're debating whether or not you should, then just don't do it. Let's go ahead and move on to swatches. I am going to swatch this left to right, top to bottom, and I'm going to do them using my fingers, and I'll be using no primer. So let's go ahead and move on to the swatches. So we're going to start with the first three, which are Dubai, Fling, and 24K. Next up in Rose Gold, Truffle and Angelic. Okay, we have hashtag Blessed, Bossy, and Flamingo. Now we have Shy, Bay, and Moondust. Now we have Black Truffle, Suede, and Coco. And my hands are really glittery from the foiled shadows, so I apologize about that. But these are matte, and I promise you that. For the last three ones, these are Maneater, Henna, and Sandalwood. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like all of my reviews are about the same, where I'm just like, yeah, I get it. Except this time I'm kind of just like, you know, if you feel like you need something else for $65, then go ahead and get it. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed Foxy being featured. She has had a ball seeing you guys, and she's been sniffing around my makeup room. She doesn't really get to come in here unless I'm in here. But please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!